All right, my friends. I believe this is episode 32. You guys previously have been to the masquerade ball. You have been introduced to this guy with a deep Russian accent. He's a
The
frogman.
frog.
And you then rushed after the party and
He was
kind of,
the curator.
yes, you
Is that
guys
his
learned that
name?
that was the curator. The Lady of Masks told you everything she knew about the four lieutenants, which were the curator, the frog, who she believes works with the devil. Um, there is Drasipo, who is this black dwarf who seems to be like the mastermind behind all of their moves and jobs that they have. Then you have Jawbreaker Govak, who is the leader of all of their armies, most notably the Pike Horde, which you guys have encountered um, back in Alloy all those sessions ago. And lastly, Oshi, who is more in charge of like utility stuff, and she seems to think that she has a big responsibility with like how she takes care of animals, mostly the exotic ones. And yeah, so you guys then spent 2 weeks digging into Oshi as she seemed the most probable. The Lady of Mass told you that the curator and Drasipo are never there, or sorry, that Drasipo is never there, so he's not someone really to kind of kill if that's our goal, and that the curator is probably too powerful as he's like the biggest mob boss basically in the city. And also that Drawbreaker Govok travels a lot since he's in charge of an army, but that Oshi's in town all the time. So she's always here. So you guys decided to look into her. You then found out a bunch of different things, not everything related to Oshi, but you learn that there's still these drug addicts. There's like an always an ongoing thing. You learn that Oshi has a hideout in an abandoned zoo, like a stone's throw from like where what's the fortune teller is, so like pretty close to like the actual city, just like hidden in plain sight as just like Jurassic Park type of old abandoned zoos and carnivals all outside of the outskirts of town because people try to open like a secluded area. You then learns I'm trying to think what else you guys learned. There were so many things. Let me consult the notes.
Uh, there was the zoo. Um,
There was some dreams
I
had.
know she.
Enzo had a dream by his patron, and he was shown a lady and told to kill her. Um, Olivax had a dream, and that there's some demon evil happening, and it's going to start boiling over into the city if something is not done, which aligns with what you guys have learned when you found that list that basically had everything checked off but one. And I believe there were a couple things you guys wanted to do where we ended. You guys wanted to go, well, everyone but Thadon, of course, wanted to get back to the fortune teller to kind of follow up now that you guys have way more information, as well as you wanted to find out like what other businesses and things like that that Oshi might be a part of. So those were the two things. I did want to also mention, I forgot this. Um, the homunculus of Tink was told to follow, but we never kind of followed up on what you learned. And you did know that she goes in and out of Strada Lusuria, Lust Street, quite often. So you know, and she goes into like a particular building, like a looks like a church, but the homunculus doesn't know specifically what it is, but it knows where it is. So those are things that you learn. I don't know if you guys have any questions. I know there's a lot of information given last time, but that's the most important stuff.
Sorry, walk in for a sec. What did my homunculus learn about a church?
You learned that she goes to like this, it looks like a church. It goes in and out of this, she goes in and out of this church all the time.
Okay.
It's never gone inside, but it's in like Lust Street.
She's never gone inside the church.
The homunculus has never gone inside.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And your homunculus is like a bat right now.
Yeah, I told him to keep it, stay at a distance, don't go
Yeah.
into any doors. Yeah.
Oh, you also learned about
Interesting.
cult worshippers as well. That's like an ongoing theme. You found like a pentagram in the middle of, they're like sacrificing animals.
That's right. That's right. Animals are going crazy.
Yeah.
Drug people are going crazy. I had a thought about those two being connected.
There's thievery of magic items going on.
Yes.
That as well.
People are
Are
disappearing.
disappearing.
Children are disappearing.
Yeah,
Everyone stop talking. Here's my theory before I forget it.
Okay.
Okay. Oshi is in charge of this drug. She is drugging, or not drugging these people, but providing drugs. And if they give her magical items, she will give them the drug. And that is what's happening. I'm confident. So I will die on this hill. I don't care what Bo says.
She's the collector, right? Like she's the one that gets things for
Yeah.
whatever
Keeps the
group she
items
works
for them.
for.
Yeah.
You haven't confirmed who she gets them for, but you know that she gets them.
She's a dragon.
That was part of like the Lady of Mask wasn't 100% positive, but she's just assuming like she gets it for the chain, but she doesn't know like what she does with them.
Do we know if she works for Lorana Rich for the
You know she
Or
does
for
not.
the
She does not. She
collective
works
or
with.
whatever?
She works in tandem with some of the Ivory Jacks, again, which is like the upper level of the Rania Rich. So she does work with them, but not for them. They like work together for their own goals.
Do we know who she works for? Like who gives her
She's
order?
part of the chain.
Yeah, she. Oh no, she's one of the lieutenants. She is like the top dog. She doesn't get orders from anyone.
Well, she's the top dog of the chain.
There's 4 lieutenants of the chain that she
Yeah,
told
but
you.
she still has bosses.
Not that the Lady of Mask knows of. As far as she knows, these people run the chain.
Yeah, she doesn't
Yeah,
know
so
the
yeah,
structure of the chain.
The chain in
I see
town
them
or
as
The whole chain, the entire chain, nationwide.
What makes have we learned what makes this city so important that they would have all these people here?
No, we asked that, and
Did ask that. She said it's because there's a lot of trade here, most likely, and Lorania Rich is here.
And
So-
there's a dragon underneath the ground that we don't even know
a
about yet.
dragon's horde.
A dragon's horde. She did say that most of the chain is in Drebar, which is like where the biggest prison is. That's where most of like the population of the chain is, like where most of the armies are kept and a lot of other things. But like as far as why 2 of the lieutenants seem to live here, she doesn't know. So yeah.
And the frog guy, Kermit, is he part of the chain as well?
yeah, he's like
and he's one of the 4
theoretically the most powerful ones. Yeah.
All right.
Now I know the last time we played, we kind of jumped forward a week. I
2
feel like 2 weeks. Yeah, we jumped forward some period of time. I feel
Yes.
like now that we've had time to ruminate, because like I said, you dropped a bunch on us. We should probably try to strategize a little bit more. Try to maybe make allies. I feel like there's a few people we could try to tickle to help us out. There's that rich guy that oh, it's been too long since I remember people's names. Spencer's character kind of became friends with, and there was that one lady who also didn't like the chain very much either.
Yeah, that's one thing that we didn't go over is Spencer becoming friends with the upper echelon of the city that aren't happy with the way things are going.
Lucius.
That might be helpful
Okay.
to tap into.
So
Is there a way we can meet someone? Sorry, go ahead. You were talking.
I was gonna say if you would like to know like what your having learned all of this information, what your characters would think is the best direction to go. You can roll some investigation checks to kind of like deduce all of this information and kind of come up with next steps. If
Okay.
someone wants to roll with advantage for the group,
What's the check?
investigation.
I think I'm high on that. Let me double check. Nope.
I know I'm high on that.
It'll be Wink because
You're high. When he got high. When he got high. When he got high.
Yeah, I'm still signing into D&D Beyond, but I'm almost there. Okay, investigation. There it is. Oh, that's a terrible one. So let's try again. That's better. 17.
17. Okay, so I'll just give one for each of your characters as far as like what you guys deduce. You guys can decide as a group what you want to do and what leads you want to follow. But Enzo, you would first deduce you need to follow this dream. First, figure out why, like, am I going to do this thing? Number one, and number two, like, why this person, like, potentially. And the second thing is, maybe see if Luna has any additional information after these 2 weeks, of course. See if she's come any closer with your patron. So your mind goes to your patron. Thadon, you think the underground has been very dry. Maybe taking a sneak peek back into the Strada Luceria, like following this lead. Why does she go to this abandoned church? Churches aren't a thing anymore in this city, so like why is she going to this place? And your mind goes to these cult worshippers. Maybe somehow she's been alluded to multiple times by different people that she's dealing with demons. So you think that this might be a good lead for that?
Ooh, demon worshippers do like to defile churches.
Wink, you think fortune teller? The fortune teller will have information. He's been pretty upfront, or it has been pretty upfront with its information. And also investigating maybe more into this hideout. And then Tink, I know you're not here at the moment, but you would also think similarly to follow your homunculus's lead. I mean, it's brought you to this place, as well as maybe like all of you maybe like talking to people that you've already met in the city. So think of like all the store owners and see if they've like encountered anything with Oshi and where she might get their things, particularly like the Fey Forge, like because she's looking for magic items. So like maybe they have had some encounters with her in the past. So those are things. So I'll let you guys decide what you want to do.
And is this after the 2 weeks or during the 2 weeks?
This is after, like collectively, like with all this information, what now type of thing.
Gotcha.
I'll start, I guess. I would, like you said, do anything I can because Luna, I would talk to her, of course, because she's the one that is very interested in trying to find out who our patron is. Let her know the situation and see if she has any access to information that I don't. And if she wants to help me look into this person and see what is so special about them. I'd also like to find out like where she lives, where she works, blah blah blah, like all the information you need if you're gonna, like, if you're looking into somebody, what I can learn. And talk to anybody around her that might know her or whatever. Any information I can get
About Luna?
about this person.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm rolling for Luna. One moment, please.
Okay.
Wow, she rolled terrible. Okay, so here's what you learn about this chick, this lady. You know, she just lives in Latende district, which is the poor district. From what you know, like everyone says that she's just a normal person. She works for one of the weavers in town. She helps mix clothes and stuff. And yeah, she's pretty quiet. They don't really have like any drama or any like anything suspicious out of the ordinary.
They don't have any we don't know of any like tattoos or they have any gods that they follow or anything. We know nothing.
One moment, please.
Or markings or anybody in her family.
You learned that she lost a child, like in birth, like 10 years ago. I forgot what her name was that I told you, but that's her name.
Down.
But as far as like who she worships, no. I mean, people openly worship in the past, but that's not a thing anymore. So if she does, like they don't know. It's behind closed doors.
Yeah. Okay.
Luna is pretty
Um,
close. She thinks that the patron has some sort of like dark heritage because she's also getting hints about dark demon things happening in the city. So it's some god that would take interest in something like this. And it seems very personal for whoever the patron is. But they don't know names quite yet, but they're getting pretty close. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Where do my notes go on this? Okay. So basically it's just a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And she's single. Is she married?
Nope.
What are you asking?
Hey. Oh, and she lives by herself.
Yes. Yep. She lives by herself. And you remember the dream? The dream was like, kill this lady. If you do not, what happens next? Like, will be your fault. Like, it'll be because of you.
Oh, frick, that's this chick?
That's what his patient told him. If
Yeah.
you murder this chick, or else what happens next will be
Yeah.
like, you will be responsible. Like, anyways. Yeah.
Give her to Thad. He'll get the information now.
What do you guys want to
Are
do
we
now?
there with you? Cam, are we there with you?
No, I was doing research on my own and with Luna trying to find about this lady and if we can find any more about our patron.
Okay.
I would, well, yeah, while they're doing their thing, and they can finish however long it takes. I would be scouting out the church and seeing who hangs around there, like
Mm.
try to get a vibe for this place or a good spot to like spy if I wanted to just try to just see who comes in and out kind of thing.
Okay. I'm assuming Tink, you would also want to do this.
100%.
Roll investigation with advantage. One of you, or you can both roll.
That's me, Ryan. I have +6, I believe.
I bless you with my brotherly love.
That's a natural 1. But hold on. That's a 17.
17.
Yes.
You learn that she purchased this old church and she is turning it into a brothel, is what people tell you.
This who bought this?
Oshi bought this.
Oh, she did, and she's turning it into a brothel.
Correct. That's what people tell you. Like neighboring places.
The church?
If you try to go in the church, all of the walls are boarded up, all of the windows and stuff. It's not like torn down. It's just like a abandoned church. Big, thick wooden doors. Think of like a old school like Catholic church where it's just one thing and then a steeple on the end. This looks like it used to be a church to Elistray.
What's from our investigations of people asking, what does the clientele look like? Is it rich people? Is it just people just in heavy robes? Like, what's the kind of people look like going in the church if they know it's a brothel?
No one's going in. It's currently being renovated, so it's not
Okay.
running. They say that it's being renovated to become a brothel. It was purchased recently, like maybe 4 months ago. And Lerania Rich, as you guys have known, is an array of different people. Think of like the red light district in Game of Thrones. Lots of customers in and out, high and low quality customers and patrons, or not patrons, but proprietors. So, yeah.
So when you say it's boarded up, they are turning it into a brothel. It's currently not a brothel.
Correct.
Okay.
Currently not. Yeah.
It looks like a church from the outside. It doesn't look like they've done any renovations on the outside. It looks like all the renovations, from what you can tell, are coming from the inside.
Okay. I'm going to.
Do you want to invisible yourself for me and then try to sneak around and find where the entrance is? Because clearly they're getting in somehow, some way.
I will. And first of all, I will want to see which entrances in the church look like they're being used the most. From footprints or whatever. And turn Brother Deer invisible and let him
Well,
do
first
his
you,
thing.
I mean, I'm just okay.
You're trying to break into the church?
I don't know if break-in's the word I would use. I'm trying to see first where they get in,
Okay.
like where the entrance that they seem to be going in is first.
The most wear and tear seems to be on the stone steps to these double wooden doors that are massive. There's only one other entrance on the side, and that seems to like maybe go to like some sort of office section on the side of the church where like the clergyman would live or go, and that door doesn't seem used, and it's
Gotcha.
locked. You have seen people go in and out, but it's very rarely, and they're always cloaked.
Okay, where are they going in and out from? Like, is it one of these entrances or a different entrance?
They're going in the main entrance, yeah.
Yeah, they're going through the main entrance. Okay. In that case, I will. Oh, how ballsy do I want to be? I'm gonna talk to my brother.
Are
I'll be
they
like,
construction people, Bo?
Nope, they don't look like they're construction people. They're always cloaked. Always. Sometimes they look like a drow, sometimes they look like a dwarf, sometimes they look like a human, halfling, tiefling. But they always come in like one or twos, and they're always cloaked.
brother, how ballsy do we want to be?
I woke up ballsy.
You woke up ballsy? Which god? Which god? Okay, which god are you worshiping today?
Oh, I forgot what his name is. It's been a while. He is the god, the creator of the halflings.
Gil. Yes, the litter, whatever. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
So they have to compensate for their height, so they're pretty ballsy.
Okay, I'll pull out my little medallion thing for them, and do like a quick little prayer, and just be like, okay, I'm looking for my spells. I think I picked disguise self as a spell. I
Oh,
did.
I have that too. I have that.
Cool. So in that case, which one of us wants to be? We can either disguise ourselves as the frog guy, or we can disguise ourselves as Oshi. And then the other person can be the bodyguard.
You want to be disguised as Oshi?
Either of them. It's just someone who has so much authority, them being vague, and whose authority kind of wouldn't be challenged, kind of thing. Hey, don't feed her. Don't feed her. No, Jenna.
I don't know where to go with that, brother.
Sorry, Adrian fed Jenna grapes, and I guess grapes are dangerous for dogs, so I had to like open her mouth and pull it out. Anyway, someone whose authority probably wouldn't be challenged. You could kind of walk around for a quick minute without being like questioned too much, and then leave. Just like someone like inspecting. That's my idea. We're just there to inspect how things are going. Be vague like that. Don't ask construction because we don't actually know that's what's happening in here. Just ask how things are going.
Right.
And to show us how they've progressed, kind of thing.
Well, you're more of the Oshi personality. Plus, you have the height.
Okay. All right.
So who am I?
Disguise yourself as someone who looks intimidating like a bodyguard. Perhaps one of those people we saw following her when they were chasing those like demons or shadows.
Yeah, I'll disguise myself as just a chain soldier that looks bad. Scars, you know. He's only got half of a mustache because the other half is burnt.
Mm.
All
So
right.
you two going in at this point? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, I'll disguise myself as Oshi. Cast disguise self. Pull out. I'm sure me and my brother have cloaks, big cloaks that cover us. I know I probably do as a bugbear. Put that on and make our way to the entrance of this church.
Okay.
Never leave without a good cloak.
You do know that the door is locked.
Well, first I will knock, and if no one answers, then I will pick the lock.
Okay,
Maybe I'll try to pick it for maybe I'll try to pick it with just my mage hand, because since it's invisible, I can do that from far away. But no, I will just go and then knock.
Someone does answer. One moment, please. And the person who answers the door looks like an elf. And they are cloaked. They have like a brown cloak over their heads.
Mm-hmm.
And upon seeing you, they say, hello, what brings you to this establishment this day?
Yeah.
My liege?
I'm just gonna like raise my eyebrow at him, like, you're questioning me kind of look. And then just going to say, I'm here to see how things are progressing.
Strength and unity. Power in the chain.
I will throw that out too.
Roll a performance check.
Performance or deception, my good sir? I don't know if there's a difference for my character, but I am curious.
We'll do either one.
I'm gonna look nervous behind her, like off to the side.
If my deception's +8, my performance is +2. I'm gonna go with deception. 17.
17. They look at you like surprised. Like, okay, this like why is this happening? Um, and they creak open the door and they say, you may enter if you wish.
Of course I wish. That's why I'm here. I know she's a little smug, so I'm gonna try to pull off her smugness. Um, and come inside. What do I? Yeah, like what do we see?
Yeah, when you walk inside, you see blue tile floors with pillars that run down this long hallway that's probably, I don't know, like 100 feet long. And you see two doors on the right, and then like 50 feet down, you see like another door on the left, and then right at the front, you see like the entrance that would lead to like the main hall. And you don't see anyone other than this person in here. It is very dusty and dirty in here. There are boxes on the sides. It looks like the floor in the middle looks clean, but the sides look a little dusty. Like they try to clean up the middle, but then people just walking in and out, and then it kind of just gave up. That's the state of affairs. You see some torches on the wall that are lighting this place, but not a lot of lighting in here.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna walk down the main hall thing, looking around, and just ask how are things progressing since I've been here?
Um, I didn't know that you were aware of this place.
I thought you said, is Oshi not the one who's going into this place? I
I thought
misinterpret the
you
wrong
said
term.
I thought you said you were disguised as the frog.
No. He said no. Kyler said Oshi.
That's who Kyler is, or that's who you are?
No. Kyler said I should be Oshi because I have the height for it, so that's what I'm Oshi.
Hence, not the Russian accent.
Well, I didn't know if he was just not trying.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay, well, in that case, one moment, please. They would say they would still look confused, and they would say, I didn't know you had a simulacrum. Fascinating.
Oh no! Oh no!
Nice.
And
They
I'll
would
just
say, I will show you what you require. What would you like to see first? Our trainer
Oh.
of corruption.
Oh my goodness. What I want to see first? The most vital parts first, of course.
What'd you say?
And then the most vital say the most vital parts are progressing, and then we'll just go down from there.
Okay. They will take you, they'll turn around and walk straight down, and they will say, watch your step.
I will follow their lead and watch the step the way
And
they
they
watch
walk
their
in
step.
like an S pattern down this place. And from the ground, like you don't see an S pattern, so it seems very odd while they're walking in an S pattern. So that sticks out to you. Very peculiar.
I'm definitely gonna try to memorize like where we started and like the gate to try to just do my best to memorize like our walking pattern.
They take you all the way down to the end, and they say, your better half will be able to explain it better than I, but it's right inside. And they will creak open the door to the main hall. And
Before I go in, from the use of the word simulacrum, before I just go in and screw myself, do I see Oshi inside of there?
So the door, if you're looking at the door, it opens like this way, and you don't see any, like if you're like looking in, you don't see anything. You just see like another pillar and then like a wall and maybe like a little hallway off to the side. You don't see anyone at first, like they haven't opened the door all the way. It's like half.
Okay. Then I am going to just move my head first to try to see inside the room first. I just want to see inside the room first more from their comments. I'm really scared Oshi is in here. So I'm just gonna look in first, see if I spot Oshi.
You spot Oshi, and Oshi spots you.
Oh, I couldn't roll a stealth check to see if she spotted me. It's okay if I can't.
Yeah, we can have you roll a stealth, see if she catches you or not. The DC is 20.
Yay.
Get it.
I'm plus 11, so there's a slightly better than 50-50 chance I'm okay, guys. That was close, but not good enough.
You try to like keep your head behind this elf or half elf or whatever it is, his head, and she just isn't in the right position. And you do see them. You see in the middle, you see like this. It's blue tile everywhere, but in the middle there's like this. It's white tile, and it's like a image of a lady like dancing, and she has like her hands above her head, and she has like a baton or something in her hand, and there's pillars all around the backside, and there's like something dead in the middle of the floor, and there's like torches that are surrounding it, and there's like this built black throne in the back that's empty, and you just get these very dark vibes.
So you painted a picture of very dark vibes with a black throne and a dead body in the middle of something. I'm like, neat.
So
Seeing
yeah.
her, I'm
What would
gonna
you like
back
to do
up.
then?
I'm definitely not going in the room. I'm 100% backing up, and saying, "Oh, that's where my better half is." Well, in that case, don't need to be in here. And oh gosh, I'm gonna look to my brother to see if he has any. I'm gonna be able to give him like, we need to get out of here, like look, signal, whatever we have pre-established, and see what he thinks we should do.
Do I see all this?
You don't. You are behind them.
That's what I thought.
So
I just
turn.
gave you. We got.
So
gotta get
since you
out of
know
here.
it's an
Look.
illusion, you can actually see through the illusion, and you just see his face like in shock and like, nope, 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 kind of look.
I am going the dude that's next to us.
It's a girl.
If I cast invisibility on Ryan, on Thad, can I cast a spell? Or does that prevent him from doing an action? Like, who's holding the invisibility?
You are. Whoever casts a spell.
Okay. So
But
if
if he
he
makes an
attacks somebody,
attack-
does the invisibility go away?
Correct. If the person you cast invisibility on casts a spell, or you cast a spell, it breaks. Or if you make an attack, it breaks.
Okay. I am going to how big is the guy that's next to us?
The half elf. They look like they're some sort of ranger. You see a bow on their back, and they carry a dagger. Some sort of ranger fighter type person.
I am going to should I do mystery bag on him?
Just give me the signal, Kyler. Which one you feeling?
Well, we obviously have to go, or we're fricked. I'm gonna say our abort word, pineapples.
Okay. What
With
do
a
you do?
question mark. Pineapples?
I'm gonna look at the two guys and be like, so my better half is here. You can take me outside then. We must have miscoordinated our schedules.
You hear someone from inside the room say, "Wait!"
All right, I'm gonna say, You better get right on that. I'll cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on one of the guys. Or I'll just be like,
On the
you
guard.
better get rid of that. I think she's got a good pineapple. And then I'll cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on one of the guards.
Okay, I'll just do it on the one right next to you, since I'm assuming that's the best target. The door is not all the way open, it's still half open. So you leaned in to see that, came back out.
Yeah, yep.
6
That is
seconds
100% what happened.
I rolled a 16.
That
Right.
should be enough to save. Yeah, that's definitely enough to save.
They chuckle, but they aren't charms, and they're like, "What?"
Tyler, what do you do?
I say pineapples, and I start running.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
And-
put one of them in the bag of holding. Guess I'll run after him.
you just run.
And then I'm gonna hold on. I have a plan. Once he, once we are 10 feet away from them, I'm gonna cast grease underneath the feet of the guards.
Got it. Are you just booking it in a straight line? Like
No, definitely not.
possible?
I remember this curve. The way we came in here and doing the best to retrace our steps that I said I was trying my best to keep track of.
If the church is not very big,
I mean,
would
it's at
there
least
be
100 feet long.
a
The
100 feet
hallway's
long,
like-
but is it?
the hallway's like 15 feet wide, where the pillars are. There's like 10 feet on either side, but like you wouldn't weave in and out of the pillars.
Were all the windows and stuff boarded up as well?
There's no when you're in the inner like where the doors are. You're in the
Right.
middle.
I'm saying around the church were the windows boarded up and stuff.
Correct. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you don't know which room goes where.
I'm just wondering, should we just go into a room and break through a boarded up window?
That is a possibility, but I guess as we're running away, like I was like, I don't know what's in these rooms. I don't know if these rooms are locked. Let's just take the way we know leads us out.
Okay. Okay.
You guys book it. 1 second.
He cast grease, so they have to make dex saves, or that's if they move, they have to make dex saves.
I think they have to make a dex save to move.
When the grease
difficult.
appears, each creature standing in the area must succeed a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. The creature that enters the area or ends the turn there must also succeed a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Dex of 15. But as they're chuckling from Tasha's hideous laughter, it goes up to 20, I think it says.
Is it a difficult terrain?
No.
Okay.
Oh wait, yes, it turns into difficult terrain.
I rolled a 14 for my dex save. In the
Total,
grease. Do I slip or am I still standing?
you fall prone.
Okay. So the elf chick will fall and she'll say, "Help! They're running away." So you guys get full, well, it's not necessarily 60 feet because you're going weaving back and forth. 15 feet as you run. So you probably only get like 30 feet of distance. As the person falls, you see Oshi pull open the door, and you also see the dude that wears that weird like metallic black mask, and he's like has a black hood on, and you saw him cast dark shadow magic. Tink.
Yeah.
You see 1 second. Dang it. You see the gravity on both sides of you lift the boxes upwards, but you guys are not affected. And they just
Oh
go
my gosh.
Yeah.
You guys then get to make another movement. Let me see if my person falls prone or not. They do not fall prone again, so they're able to stand up and chase after you. They also run in the same S shape as you guys, so that they're not able to catch you.
So if their movement would be quartered because it's half to stand up and then another, well, I guess however far to get out of the grease. half movement for that.
Yeah, so they only get 30 feet where you guys got 60 feet.
Gotcha.
I can't dash.
And then
though.
I'm
I guess
I'm
so.
using my action to dash.
And
I'm
bonus.
using my action to dash. I don't
You
know.
can use your bonus action dash, right?
Can you
I
carry
know.
me?
I know I could. Not enough for it to make a difference. I'd move slower with you.
I'm gonna hop in my bag of holding and he can carry me. Because we would go way faster that way.
If you could fit in your own bag of holding, I could move 90 feet.
I can always fit in my bag of holding.
If all right, if he jumps in his bag of holding, I will move 90 feet. So I should be out of there. Yeah.
No, that's
You're
fine
gonna
if
have
you
to
say
make a
no.
check because you're pulling out your bag of holding, handing it to Thonon, and jumping in it while running.
Not.
He's got a
we don't
point.
have to do that. If I hand it to him while we're running, I can dive into it.
You'd have to stop to dive in.
You still have to make it
Because
acrobatic.
Thonon is
or
way
something.
faster than you.
It's like you've never seen an action movie where someone's drunk.
Oh my
god!
Well, I'm saying it's possible. You just
Okay.
have to roll if you want to do
No,
it.
that's fine. I'll just sprint with him.
Okay. You will hear the guy who cast that spell like starts screaming like with anger. You then hear Oshi yell or point at you as you're running, and she says, "Kneel."
Can they
And
see us? I thought we're zigzagging.
You're
No.
zigzagging
We're
in the
in
middle
the
of hall.
hallway. Yeah. We're zigzagging to not get caught.
You don't know why you're zigzagging. You just walked up zigzagging, so you're running back zigzagging, thinking maybe there's a trap or something.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
So Oshi says to Tink or whoever's behind, you guys can decide.
Probably
Kneel.
me.
Kneel. So I need you to make a wisdom saving. Actually, it's a charisma saving throw.
Could be better. Okay. Charisma, you say?
No, sorry, it's a wisdom. I lied.
Wisdom?
Yeah,
That's unfortunate. That's a 12.
12. You kneel. You go prone. Magically.
Hold
That's
on.
the command spell.
Did she stand on my grease?
No.
That's unfortunate.
I also, if it's for both of us, then I also kneel.
It's not you. No, just one. Just one. One person.
Just the one.
So he goes prone.
He goes prone.
He does
see
like a
him go-
kneel like Tim Tebow.
Obviously. If I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna fail epically. Are we surrounded? Are there crates or anything, or is it just a?
There's some
He
boxes.
said
beside
crates
you.
did. Yeah,
Okay.
he said they
sorry,
did
I
start
was-
to lift as if gravity
All
reversed.
right. I'm kneeling at the time.
You are kneeling. Thadon, it is your turn.
Oh, great. I'll do my best. Oh, buddy. Is your bag of holding out?
It's on my back. It's on
On
my
your
back.
back.
there.
On my back. There. I will. Ugh. I will. Oh,
Like a
goodness.
backpack.
Hold on. I don't think I could. I guess I could. Bro, is it a free action to grab the bag?
Yes.
All right, I'll grab the bag. Oh no, I don't have the strength to put you in a strength 10.
What if you just do
And
this?
you're like,
Like a hood.
that'd be up to the DM. But if I could do that for my action, I would, and then I'd bonus action dash out of there.
You can do that because you can move someone with your action, so you could easily stand someone up with your action.
Cool.
So
In
you
that
can
case,
move-
yeah, I will grab the bag with my free action, plop them in with my action, and then movement, bonus action dash, hopefully out of there, since we've ran for 2 turns now. 3 turns, actually.
Correct. You are like 10 feet from the door at this point.
Great. Is there a way I could like stand? Like, do I have to still be in this hallway? Could I move where I'm not in line of sight of anybody at the end of my movement? Or
If you want to get off the path, the S path, yeah, you're more than welcome to jump
nope,
off.
don't want to do that.
Okay.
Uh,
Man, I'm rolling so terrible for this guy.
I love it.
I rolled one time above a 10. You see two more spells, one from Oshi as she pulls out this sword, and it just has like this pure black blade. It almost looks like a black mirror, is how like I would describe it. And she like points it at you, and she makes some sort of thing like come back and face me, whoever you are. And yeah, the other guy casts a spell as well. Some black beam flies past you and misses.
Oh my god.
So you're able to break out of the door and just.
Before I leave, since I'm 10 feet from the door, does anything look particularly flammable
I was
near
thinking
the
the same
exit?
thing, dude.
He's yelling it from inside the bag.
Can I stick my head out?
You see like rags and stuff, like they like maybe like clean off their hands before they actually leave, or
No
like their
crate.
feet. So yeah, you see,
Crates or anything?
but nothing like super flammable. Like if you lit
Yeah.
these towels or whatever, but nothing
Nothing
valuable or that would
super
last.
flammable.
No, there's no like kindling or anything
Curses.
or curtains or anything.
Yeah, but I was more looking for like curtains. In that case, I will light no fires. I don't think I have any other cool spells to do on my way out. Let me double check my spells real quick. Actually I have something fun to do. Yeah, I'll leave, and as soon as I'm out of line of sight to them, I'm going to cast Silent Image and have it look like the police are here, like of guards I've seen or someone important in the hierarchy I've seen. And then I'm just gonna try the best I can to throw my voice and just me yell out, "They're in there, officers!" And then I'm just gonna keep running after I do that. Bonus action dash further
Don't they
away.
run the police?
Okay.
They are the police.
Well, clearly, hopefully, it will slow them down enough to try to talk it through so we can get farther away.
All right. So you guys get lost in the crowd and make your way back to the group.
And I'll leave it to them because I took way more time than I thought this was going to. So
I'm
I'll leave
gonna-
it to see what they would like to do.
Pop out of the bag and say, Yondala's luck. That was awesome.
We would most definitely be the boned without her
Oh man.
or him.
She might
They're
get
getting
an
that.
extra, she might get
They're
an
definitely
extra
getting an
day.
off rent for me tonight.
That's right.
But speaking with that grease,
We relay the info to the group.
100%.
Yoshi's into some weird things. And maybe we just burn it down to the ground tonight.
Well, let's see what they've learned about their goddess. Maybe there's something they want from there, or maybe it's enforced. I'm not sure if fire would do anything, and I might draw more attention to it. We'll see what
The
they have
the
to
walls
say.
are made of stone. By the way,
What's
it's tile.
what's Wink up to this whole time?
Wink. It depends. Let's see what my ideas were. Oh yeah, I wanted to go shopping because I love shopping. I want to go check out the Fae Forged.
The two of you.
All right.
I love it.
Ah,
Go by
yes.
yourself, or do you want to bring Enzo?
Yeah, anyone who wants to attend. I want to go and figure out what they might know about rare items. I'm thinking that Oshi might have frequented the Fae Forged.
Their faces when they.
Welcome back, traveler. You're back
Yes.
for the Elven Chain, aren't you? I knew you would come back. I told you.
Yes, of
I
course.
love it, dude.
The Elven Chain. Let me tell you a sad story about a man who thought he could make it big by gambling his fortune away. It is a sad tale, and it ends with me not having enough money to afford it yet. Yet. I can't afford it yet, but I have every intention of buying that from you, my good friend. What was his name again?
Optimism. Always thirsty, never satisfied.
Ah, yes, Optimism. If I had a last name, it would be Optimism.
I don't like that last name. You should pick a different one. The
Well,
Destroyer.
that would be clever in a brutish sort of way. I'm not sure if it's my thing, but you can go with that. I hear it's not too hard to change your last name.
Now that would affect my street cred.
Agreeable. What was his name though? I forgot.
I'm Echo.
Echo, of course, my favorite Echo. You know, Echo, I have been working with a new client named Oshi, and she seems to have an interest in a lot of rare items. That's what she's wanting. So I'm going from store to store, seeing what I can find for her. I wondered, you probably know her, right? She's probably been here before. I wonder if I'm picking through similar batches of items that she already knows about.
My eye has been magnified on her a couple times. Yes, yes.
Ah, okay. So what has she already purchased from your items collections, just to make sure that I don't double dip or buy things that she will have already collected?
You want to tell me everything that she's ever bought in here?
Oh, just the fanciful, the big, the shiny and most exclusive items. That's what I'm most curious about. That's what I trade in as a proprietor of rare goods. So any information you give me on her top items.
Top items. My favorites or her favorites?
Okay.
Her favorites.
Her
Her
favorites?
favorites. Oh,
Her
yes, sorry.
Hmm.
Her favorites.
Well, she was looking for the sword called the Black Mamba. But she couldn't find it here because we didn't sell it. But we had a copycat, and she bought that. We had a shield of that grants like more protection. Was able to like make like a dome around you. We had some elven chain that she's purchased in the past. We had some enchanted plate mail. We've had some traps that we sell: teleportation traps, summoning traps, noise traps. Poison traps. I can go on about the traps. She really likes traps.
Ooh. Hold on, before
Many
we go any
traps.
further, did you say the sword was
Collars.
called the I'm muted. Oh no, I'm not. Did you say the sword was called the Black Mom?
Mamba.
Yes.
That's
All right, I
right.
just want to make sure I got that reference. I want to make sure I got the reference.
Indeed, the Black Mamba. Well, wonderful. All right, so she has a good collection already.
The biggest.
That's good to
Probably
know.
more than we have. It's ridiculous.
Well, what what I wouldn't give to be in her position right now. Unfortunately, I have made unwise decisions with my gold, and I must continue to work for others instead of myself.
What exactly does this? Oh, I'm not there. Never mind. Ignore anything I'm about to say.
Are any of us with you?
Yeah, whoever wanted to join me with a shopping trip.
Oh, okay. I would go, but
Yeah,
if I was
you're here with
available.
me. I assume
Hello,
some
Enzo.
people
Did you bring
joined.
me any books, sir? You promised me a book. I would like my book. I demand payment.
What book was I supposed to bring him?
You tell me. You said you're going to bring me a book. I said I wanted a book about facts, and you said something about this thing called an encyclopedia. I've never heard of it, but you promised me this, and now we're here, and I don't see it.
Yeah. Yes, I am in the middle of looking for one. But as soon as I get one, I'll bring it right to you.
Always in the middle of something.
I know. Books are hard to get, especially great ones, just like this.
I wouldn't know. I work with metal and other
Once
things.
you see it, once you look at it, once you read it, you're gonna understand.
I'm so curious.
That's
A
boring.
Black Mamba sword.
Yes.
It seems that's something I might be able to hunt down. Oh yes, sorry. Poor accent on my part. The Black Mamba.
Better. You want to
Um,
hunt down the sword?
you what?
You want to hunt down the sword?
Well, of course, if it's something that she desires and she'll pay handsomely for, then it's right up my alley. It's what I can try to acquire for her.
Yes. Well, I
So,
can tell you where it is, but you're never going to get it.
oh, do share. I'd be so curious to see if it's up my within my capabilities.
That's not.
Well, where is it then?
It is found in the jungle of Doria.
The jungle of Doria?
Yeah, it's found in
No.
Arendor. It's in the southern part. If you've ever been to Alloy, it's like 100 miles north. People don't go there because they get lost. There used to be this one. I've heard there used to be this one thing called there's like these centaurs. They used to like make paths in there, but then they got lost and killed. So now the paths are like being overgrown. But you can try and go look for it. Good luck.
Huh. Thank you.
Did you say it's
Nice.
your alloy?
100
That's like 100
miles.
miles north of Alloy.
Interesting. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's on the other side of what's that forest called? Near Alloy.
I'm very
I
familiar
didn't
with
forget
it,
it because I don't forget
unfortunately.
anything, but it's called the name is eluding me
Enchanted
at the moment.
Forest.
It is called I'm pulling it up now. Mother dang it. Anyways, that's where it is. They'll never get it.
Ah,
Let's talk about
I
something else. Something more relevant.
If
yeah,
we
I
were
might
to
agree with
Your
you.
gold.
procure that sword, what is that worth? If she doesn't want it, of course.
Oh, she wants it. She just can't get it either.
It's a sword I've never heard of before.
Ha! The Black Mamba.
Huh. No, I'm familiar with the forest. That is the beginning of the end of my great caravaneering days. I found myself in that forest when I was betrayed. But let's talk about something else. Maybe something more relevant to the situation.
Yes, do you have any more? Do you
Is
have any
that
more gold to give me, please?
uh possibly? Let's see. What could I have use for this time? I don't have a lot of gold, as you hear.
On the way over here, Wink, I have gold as well, and I'm good on magic items for now. So if you need something, if there's something special for you.
Oh, thank
Yes,
you.
he has gold. Mm-hmm.
No,
Yes.
we would have had this conversation on the way over, so you wouldn't have heard it.
It's unfortunate.
Well,
And I would have let you know. Let me tell you exactly what I can afford, so you know what you're working with.
do you have anything special? Um, shoot, you have plenty of things that are special. I'm trying to narrow it down. What I might
Everything's
need.
special here.
I
That
have
is
roughly
something.
1,000 gold that you can have access to if you need.
1,000 gold.
Okay. Many things can be purchased with 1,000 gold. Uh, Echo, tell me something that you have that you think is specifically uh, of special note. Something off the top of your head that you're excited about.
Well,
Possibly
I'm
for a
excited
magic
about the
user.
book, but they didn't bring it, so that's depressing. But Julia's very exciting. See, look at her.
Ah, well, what an exciting
Always working.
Julia.
Julia's
Good
my
job,
master.
Julia. How much does she cost?
That is very rude.
I'm kidding. I meant things that you're selling, silly.
That is 2 strikes for you. Things you are selling. What kind of things would you like? Things for
Is
you.
this
Oh,
place? Oh, sorry.
Have you
yes,
talked
things
to
for
any of
me.
our magic consultants on what can be enchanted? We sell weapons and armor.
What if we had someone who's a magic user and they wanted to expand that? What kind of options do you have here? Something special.
Well, we have weapons that are enchanted with spells that some people don't use or know. There's those types of things.
What about for someone who is more into magic and not really weapons specifically?
I would recommend Apothecary.
Okay.
We sell weapons and
guys-
armor.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Rings is spell storing or something.
We don't sell rings or jewelry. We sell wands.
Good. I won't say anything about the wand I already purchased. Not a
about-
word.
They don't have cloaks or anything here, right? That's the other place.
We do sell cloaks. Yes.
What kind of cloaks do you have?
Well, we have a cloak of protection, which grants a 1 bonus to AC and saving throws. That is 400 gold pieces. That's with the 2% discount. I don't forget anything.
You are impressive.
We have boots of quick casting, which you might be interested in. These boots allow the wizard to cast a cantrip as a bonus action once per long rest. Those are also 400 gold pieces with the 2% discount.
I like the sound of these. What were those boots called?
The insoles of the boots are not included.
Okay. What were the boots called?
The boots of quick casting.
Quick casting. Wow. I like that. I like it a lot.
And we have this one random thing someone gave us because we sell weapons and armor. They thought a bag would be helpful, but it is a bag of endless sand. You heard it, a bag that will always fill up with sand when opened. I don't know why anyone would want this, but we have it. It is 200 gold pieces.
Could be fun.
I could
Let me
keep
ask
going.
you about that bag. If one was to use it and turn it upside down, like hang it, would just never-ending sand come out
Exactly, yeah. You would be buried in sand.
forever?
really
It
hard
would
to get
just
out of your
never
hair.
stop.
I have no hair, as I am just an eye. Ooh.
Ooh. So it would just never end. We could just fill the world up with sand.
Yeah. You would alter the weather patterns of this territory. Yep, forever.
How fast
love
does the
it.
thing come out?
How big is that bag?
The bag is probably like this big.
And how fast does it pour out sand?
It's like fast as the bag can go. So like maybe like if you poured like this water out, that's how much sand would
Forever?
come out.
Okay.
I love it. I love a rare and interesting item like this. Echo, you've won me over. I guess I must forfeit my gold now.
Yes, please. It'll hold out its little ethereal purple hand and go. Mm-mm.
And I will buy. Do the boots require attunement?
Nope.
Perfect. I will buy the boots. I will buy. Heck, I'll buy all three. I'll spend 1,000 gold.
Julia, he takes the lot.
Those are worthwhile items.
That is 1,000 gold pieces. Oh boy.
Don't spend it all in one place now.
The last time I sold more than 1,000 merchandise in one sale was the last time you guys came by.
Happy
You're
to
literally
please.
paying my rent.
Well, it's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure, Echo. I do enjoy these chats.
Yes, yes.
Next
Do you have
time, I just
anything
might be
else
able to buy
ask
that
me?
elven armor.
Did
How
you have
much is
anything
the-
else to ask me? Wink, wink. As it blinks twice.
How much is the elven armor?
I don't remember
Very
the price. It's like 2,000 or something ridiculous. It's really expensive.
It was a
It's
lot.
just a elven shirt, right?
It's elven. It's like better than mithril, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty dang awesome.
And it's
Something
for a
I've got to
magic
work out
user?
for. It's
What's
just
that?
nice for a magic user because it doesn't require attunement and it doesn't count as heavy armaments or anything
It's
like
light
that.
armor, which is the only armor he's proficient with.
Mhm.
Cool. And it's 3,000 you said? 2,000?
I don't remember. Spencer has the price. I sent it to him a while
I'll,
ago.
I'll, yeah, I'll
Somewhere
look
back
it up.
there. You can't afford it. Anyways,
Yeah, it's more than I could afford for
you
sure.
guys have any other questions you wanted to ask Echo?
No.
Maybe about Oshi? Anything else?
Yeah, I just trying to think of the proper question.
Oh, besides Mamba, what other things is she looking for?
Well, from what I know,
Oh, the
Oshi,
Black Mamba.
which is so many things. Oshi has a very rare sword already, but the Black Mamba is better. But the one she has is called Devastate, I believe. Oh no, sorry. It's she doesn't it doesn't know the first part, but it's something gaze is and it's a curse sword.
Echo's Gate.
Forged from obsidian and silver with a hilt that looks like intertwining demons.
Interesting.
Yeah. And also, her armor has runes on it with magical components, which I know to believe makes her undetectable by magic. Yep. Such as scrying, locate creature spells, they will not work.
Very cool. Very neat tricks. It's
And
amazing
they're
what
very
magic
hard
can
to
do.
see with the naked eye, but I have a very big eye.
You do.
Yes.
You're very perceptive. I'm always impressed by you
Thank
every
you,
time
thank
we
you.
come around.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes.
Mhm.
And it's more naked than the average eye, which I think really helps.
Keep it coming, please. More. Yep.
It is the most beautiful eye I've ever seen.
Yes. The apple of your eye. Yep.
Yeah.
Heard them all.
Yes. Oh, Echo. Such a good time. What a wonderful person you are.
Have you ever thought
So
about traveling, Echo?
I am bound to Julia. She is my master. I have the best life ever. Couldn't be better.
What if you lived in a library?
Don't even try to talk me out of it. Nope. Not even in the library.
But if I could just put you in a library with never-ending books?
They're just smells terrible, I've heard. And even though I can't smell, that's a big downer.
I can understand where you're coming from with that.
Well, guys, in about like a month or so,
yeah,
with 1,000 gold. What do we say? Let's keep this trip
absolutely.
going. Okay.
Keep up the good work, Echo. Keep it up, and keep an eye out. I'm curious when it comes to Oshi. If you know more about where she's going, where she sets up her. Does she actually own a museum? Like with all those items, what do you do with items like that?
I have no idea.
No,
When you
she's
know,
never.
tell me, because I won't forget.
Yes, that's fascinating. Let me know if you find out about that, where she's able to keep all of these beautiful items. I'd be very curious to know. But all right, thank you, Echo. Much appreciated.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.
Hey, Echo, have you ever heard of a cloak named the Cloak of Displacement?
Of course I have.
Do you have those, or do we have to go to the other place?
Managing inventory. It has been purchased about 8 months and 6 days ago.
You don't have those anymore, huh?
Very rare.
I understand.
Some would call them wondrous.
Yes.
All right.
I've just been looking around. Keep an eye out for me, huh?
Ha, yes, you guys and your eye jokes. Yes, I will keep an eye out.
And I will check out that book again and see if I can get it to you sooner than later.
I will be watching.
I hope you do. I will see you around.
All right,
I will
bye-bye.
see you soon.
All right.
See you
Goodbye.
later.
Good times.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Echo.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh gosh. Too much fun. Echo's my favorite.
They
Is
walk into
the,
the hotel room saying,
Bookstore around here somewhere?
There's a bookstore around here, yes.
The one that I know the name of it. Somewhere in my notes.
Anything
Books.
else?
Thick and
you
thin.
guys- Yeah, thick and thin is around here, yes.
Hey, Wink, would you like to take a gander into the bookstore?
Of course. Do I not look like a scholar to you?
You're just one handsome devil, that's all I can tell. You got all these new items. Are you gonna put them on, or what are you gonna do?
I'm currently doing it. I am just stripping down on the street. Trying on my new boots. Putting
Looking
on this
lovely.
new cloak. Let me know, DM, how to get those shoes. I don't know where to find those.
Yeah,
If
they're all
they're-
all those items were made up. I will
Okay,
send
dope.
after the sesh.
Cool, cool.
Okay.
On like the Sandlot scene.
What's that?
They said he puts them on like the Sandlot scene before he hops the fence.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Echo was not lying. There are no inserts in these things.
So we need
Like
to
the
go to like
soles
a.
of the shoe are sold separately.
Nice.
Soul.
So we need to go to a. What do
They're
you call
cheap.
those
You can
people
get
that do
some for
shoes?
like 3 silver. You can get good ones. Okay. Yeah, if you go into thick and thin, let me share my screen and I will zoom in. These
I'll
are the
mark off.
characters you see in thick and thin. You see this
Ooh,
Kenku guy who's missing an arm, and he has like this other bird, and he's writing like with his nails. They're like just going and going and going. The other person that owns this place, Rigby Truman, and this is what he looks like. He carries this weird looking lamp around, and he has like this little tie. And this is what the store looks like when you walk in on the bottom.
this place is amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Wow.
It's not as tall as it looks because the proprietor is a gnome, so he is shorter. This person does all the copying of books, like they just nonstop copy books.
Are all their fingers moving at the same time?
Yeah, yep.
So they're doing like 5 lines
And they
at a
they
time.
like go back and forth like a printer, and they can like also like draw like that as well with all their fingers or their claw. And they have this
So
other
cool.
bird, and this bird makes random noises every once in a while.
Would I know if that's a normal thing for Kinku, or there's like people with like specialty like skills like that, or is that unusual?
Make a nature check
Nature
or a history, whichever you prefer.
history. Not so good. 11.
You know, Kenku are very good at copying and they have great memories, but you don't know. Like some Kenku can't speak, like they can only mimic, but you don't not sure if this thing is or not.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, so they ask you why you're here, what they can help you do, what you're
Who's
looking
talking to us? The gnome?
for. The bird isn't talking. It's the old gnome dude. He has a very deep, raspy voice.
What's it sound like?
Hello.
Hello. How are you? What's your name?
Rigby Truman.
Rigby. That is a one fabulous name. You have a great place here. Is it yours?
It is ours, mine and Blossom's.
Blossom. There's Blossom the
Blossom
bird.
is that beautiful, beautiful Kenku that wears those
Oh,
ridiculously bright red glasses.
I thought you
Yes.
were talking about is it a raven or a crow? I can't tell.
The bird of Blossom's bird?
Yeah.
I don't know what the bird's name is all these years. Never really gotten around to asking. That thing
Well,
is so ridiculously annoying.
I can understand. I mean, picking up bird poo is no fun. Can't be good on the books. Anyway, you and Blossom have a great place here. Wake, what are you looking for? What are you in the mood for?
I'm just curious. I'd like a couple fantasies. As we spoke before, I'm curious about learning more about more of the fantastical, the storytelling books rather than more of the magical nature, which is really what I've spent most of my time in. I'm curious to see what it's like to just get lost in a different story, someone else's journey. I'd like to test out a couple of those.
Yes, yes. Okay, well, we have the most popular Chicho and Crazy 8. We have all 10 books.
You have the whole
I thought-
series.
We have all the series. Yes, yes, we do.
How much,
Blossom
would-
is
If
hard
we
at
get
work.
the whole
Oh,
series at a time, if we get the whole series, do we get a deal on that?
yes, usually it's books are very expensive, as you know, as they're all handwritten and they cannot be just magically copied. So yes, it is about 40 gold pieces for one book. But we could do some sort of deal. We have different types. We have like the hardbacks or the not as durable kinds. We have the collector's editions. We have the author's choice. Just depends on which ones you want. They could range from anywhere from 200 gold pieces up to 1,000 gold pieces.
For one book or for the series?
For the series, yes, yes. And we have as far as like other things, depends on what you want to read. We have the Dragon's Bride series. There we have the Legend of Alessandro. We have the Secret of the Emerald Blade. We have the Curse of the Black Rose. All of these are written by people on this continent, ever growing. We have the
Nice.
Konachi di Guasipe, which is another up and coming series. We have an interview with some vampires. We have the I Golem series. We have To Kill a Mimic Bird series. We have the Blind Sight Assassin. All the King's Men at Arms. We have the Kidnapped by Kobolds. We have the Invisible Lizardmen. We have the Born Afreet. We have the Along Came a Spider. A Dungeon's Guide to Driders and Drow. I can go on and on. I mean, I have every
You have the
book.
Dragon's Bride. Did you mention that?
Yes, Dragon's Bride by Edric of Wolfruna. Yes, yes, yes.
Well, how
Well-
much time did you spend on those pun books? Because that
Oh.
was amazing.
I have about 300. I can just keep going.
Holy crap, bro. Dude,
some Some like it hot.
standing ovation for that.
Some like it hot. A
Standing
guide to
ovation.
fire elementals. I have
Some like it not a guide to fire elements.
I have
Oh,
Girls Gone Feywild. I have
oh my gosh.
Wake, stay away from that one.
Oh,
That's
must
so
have it.
good.
I have Little Women, Book of Famous Gnomes and Halflings.
For the articles, of course. So right, Enzo, for the articles.
yes.
I have Pride and Phylacteries. I have Great Divinations, Heart of Plus One Darkness, Speaker with the Dead, The Wind of the Will-O-Wisps,
That
Three Mages and
Women
Oaks.
of the Feywild.
Are You My Mummy?
Are those pictures or is it a written book?
No, it depends. If you want the
Yeah, yeah.
pictures, they have them. It's more expensive, of course, because Blossom has to copy them all out. None of them are
Are you?
original.
Are you my mummy? That was way funnier than it should be. I'm sorry for interrupting again. It's just like you just said it so nonchalantly. I was like, it's so stupid. I love it.
So good. Oh, so good.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm. Well,
I can tell you, Wake, I am a huge fan of the Crazy Eight books.
Play Wild Women.
50 Shades of Fey.
50 Shades of what?
Okay.
Of Fey?
50,
50 Shades of Fey?
Girls Gone Fey Wild, huh? Hmm.
I have the
What's the price on that?
second. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yes. What was that one on the curse? The curse of something? You see, I've got this friend of mine who just is convinced that they are stuck with a curse, like a really bad curse. I'm curious if you have any tomes or even any magical uh scrolls or anything like that that can dispel a curse.
Dispel curses. The Curse of the Black Rose. And that's not educational by any means. That's about a young sorceress, Isabella, who has to hide her powers. I have yes, Charms and Hexes, a comparative study. The academic book compares various enchantments and curse spells, analyzing their components, effects, and counterspells. I have
Okay.
an array of different genres if you're looking for something more educational.
All right.
Yeah, what about something
Um,
like a basic encyclopedia?
Encyclopedias don't exist. They're more specialized than that. You don't really have a one size fits all type of thing currently. Blossom had that idea, but it's just so large, no one can afford it or want to like store it. The
What
bindings
about
tend to
something
break.
that's just knowledge? Just random
yes,
knowledge.
like a
Like if you're gonna
scientific
sit,
theory on interdimensional travel or something like
Oh
that.
yes, so we do have something like that. We have Tales and Parables for Ethical Thinking, a collection of short stories designed to provoke thought and discussion. We have lots of different things if you're looking for
which one of those is the
Witchery and Old Magic, a book that dives into old world magic, its roots, practices, and stories. I can go all day, guys. Tales of the Weave, collection of folklore and tales about the Weave, the source of magic in many worlds.
Ooh, I am very, that one pinged me. That one sounds very interesting. I think I might want to look at that one.
There's we have one comprehensive guide into magical tattoos, explores the art and practice of magical tattooing, instructions, and several examples.
If you guys buy
How
all
much
of
is-
them,
how
Bo
much is
has
that
to write
book?
books on all of these.
Some of them range from 8 gold, 10 gold, 6 gold, 5 gold. Just depends on the one you want.
Let's get one on the magical tattoos put off to the side,
That's
please.
yeah, sure thing.
I'd like to look at the Crazy Eight series. I do have book 3. Could we trade possibly for a
Yeah,
discount?
of course. Yeah, you can trade in. We do have a
And
trade. It's
I
called
always have it with me, so I'll pull it out and show it to you.
it's called a pay and pull. You just pay us, and then you bring the book back, and you exchange it over and
It's
over.
actually book 2. Book 2, sorry.
To the Haunted Castle. Yes. Very good.
Yeah.
So are you wanting to do you just want to buy the whole series and trade the book 2 back in?
Yes, that would be great.
All right. Are you wanting what kind? All right, that's about let me ring it up. Okay, all right. That's about 120 gold pieces.
All right. Do you have a magical bag that we can put these in so when I carry my books around, it's not so heavy?
Bags of holding, you'll want to go to the Apothecary or something of the like.
I didn't know if you had like a portable bookshelf or something that was magical.
Right. We do have a book
fit in my
where you can
pocket.
put a book inside of a book, so it's 2 books in 1 book. We don't do any enchanting here, just more of the writing sorts.
No, I understand. I just hope maybe you would have like a portable bookshelf that was, condensed or something like that.
I would recommend the Apothecary. Those things go very quickly whenever they're available.
All right. Keep that in mind. Thank you. Oh, how about anything on like warlocks and stuff like that?
We have Star Lores. This is an astronomy section. Astronomy. We have Pretty Woman, An Adventurer's Guide to Nymphs. 5 People You'll Meet in the Astral Plane. The Conjuration Manifesto.
What are you thinking, Wink?
I've got a couple I want. How about this? How to Win Fiends and Influence Devils.
Yes, yep, that's a good one.
That seems like one I'd like to look at.
Sounds good. They have a bunch of
And
them.
I'll take.
Feel free to self-serve, add to your inventory, and as you wish. I have a million of them.
Yeah, I want one about the summoning. I made that one up. How to Win
The
Fiends and
Summoner's
Influence
Codex.
Devils.
Yes. This book contains instructions for summoning various minor creatures and familiars. Yes. The Art of the Eldritch Blast, I believe, is what you might be looking for.
Are you? Is he looking at me when he says that?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those who
Could
serve
I
people.
take a peek at that, please?
Of course. Awesome sauce.
And is there like magic, like Harry Potter, where they fly around?
Yeah, this guy's able to cast like 3 mage hands at once.
So he's got like books coming and going.
Yeah, so like he's directing them, but it's not like the books themselves. So
Yeah, but his hands grab them and move them around.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a cool trick. Sure, you have a lot of practice.
It is a necessity, of course, in my profession. But
Hey, Wink, did Tink or the Dawn mention anything that they're interested in while we're here?
Yes, just about breaking curses. That was something my friend was very curious about. If there is any spell books or scrolls,
yes.
or if you don't sell anything like that, maybe someone who does sell magical scrolls or things like that.
We have Understanding Contracts, a study of animated beings. We have Gnomish Gadgets and Gizmos, an illustration guide to Gnomish technology. So yeah,
that sounds interesting for Tink.
That does sound interesting for Tink.
Put that off to the side as well. How about, I just thought of something and forgot it. Oh, magical swords. Do you have any books on magical swords?
Yes, we do.
Like theories or legends or anything that may be.
We have the Chronicles of the Great Wizard Duels, which talks about great duels that happened and their weapons, many of which were enchanted swords.
What about ancient swords? Hey,
yes, we have the Chronicles of the Great Spell Wars, which is
hear about.
Yeah, historical account of large-scale conflict.
Those children's legends about swords. What are they called again? You know, the dragon swords or something.
Oh yes, of course. You're talking about the teeth of the dragon?
Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah. Do you have anything about them?
We do, yes, of course. We have the teeth of the dragon as well as the daughters of Ash. Very common.
Do you have anything more like in depth than like children's stories about them?
Yes, there's many people who give their take on the story and research they've taken. Of course.
Yeah. Put that one off to the side as well, please.
Will do. Cool beans. You guys got quite the lot.
Oh, how did that get in there? Girls Gone Feywild. Well, might as well take it. Might as well take it.
You never know when you need it, right?
Never know.
I bet we could get a pretty pity from that back there.
There's
as well.
Yes. Prey Club, which is a guidebook for orcs.
A guidebook for orcs.
Do you have anything about the chain here?
The chain of Otokef?
Yeah. Their history, anything like that?
I believe, yes, we do have the Chronicle of the Chain of Odokef. They have a chronicler. They all gather like once a year and they combine their sources, and some are. Yes, we do. We do have that if you're interested. That is quite more expensive because it's much, much thicker. But we do rent books if that is something you're interested in.
How much is the chain one? And what's the rent for?
It's
The
probably
difference.
like 70 gold pieces
And
for
the
the
rent
book.
for it?
10 gold pieces.
Okay,
I
I'll
just
do
give you
the
this card, and it's magically traceable, and you just keep this inside the book as you read it, and return the book when you're done.
Is there a limit on that?
No, you can get as many. You can check out as many books as you want. It's half the price of what the book usually costs, and then once you return the book, you get back like a percentage of what you spend. So it's much, much cheaper.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I'll do that for most of the books that we
That's
take.
good. You guys
Yeah.
get lunch. There are
gonna-
books, curses. There are scrolls. They sell scrolls here as well. Like to spell magic. They sell that kind of stuff as well.
Okay.
So yeah,
I think we have what we need.
cool beans.
I'll do the rental on the everything but the Crazy 8 books.
Okay, sounds good. All right, what would you guys like to do now? You guys
Is
all
there a
met?
magical way to send books back? Like if I want to read them and send them to my book club?
Like back home?
Yeah.
They sell things like that. They sell magic items where you can like put paper and it will teleport the item. A lot of couriers use that, like really high up people. Luna actually has one of these. Yeah, they're like 800 gold pieces for a pair.
Can it send a whole set of books?
You can pay. You can. It'd be pretty expensive, but they can have like animals carry them for you,
Okay.
like hawks and eagles.
Yeah.
And slightly bigger birds than that. Even
How much is a transportation bird to Alloy?
if you're going to Alloy, it's like 100 gold pieces.
Ooh, Nelly. Okay.
All right. You guys have this information. You guys learned that Oshi is here with some sort of setup in this temple.
Hmm.
You guys like to do now?
Head back to the hey, wait, you wanna head back, drop these off, see if the boys are there?
Yes, absolutely. Let's regroup, come up with the next stage of what we plan to do.
Oh, Bo, have I heard from my author friend?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Are you guys back with us?
Yeah, you guys are all together. We'll just say you're at the Devil's Taste with all your gear and whatever.
Katarina.
Okay. You guys walk in and I'm like, Yolanda's luck. We made it out alive.
Yolanda, is she a girlfriend? Oh, I'm
Ah,
so glad to hear you have a girlfriend. You really
I
need someone in your life.
wish.
I can tell you're quite the loner.
Or boyfriend. We're not
Or
saying that's
boyfriend?
wrong either.
100%. I'm there.
Well, anyway, I relay what happened. Us going into the church, us
Yep.
leaving the church.
You
What
guys
we
didn't
saw-
check if she was there already? She just went all
Yeah.
willy-nilly, huh?
We checked by walking in there, so
Good.
there's that.
You were you
guys are-
discovered?
Well,
Did
we
you-
couldn't check because they were wearing hoods, so we didn't know some of the people wearing the hoods who went in were her.
You mean
Ah.
like a white dragonborn?
She was wearing like a huge trench coat. We were unable to see who it was.
Or you just went in there?
No, we definitely scouted beforehand. I definitely posted and watched to see people going in and out. It was a thing I
Okay.
did.
Well, I'm glad you made it out. That could have been a very bad situation.
We should be dead.
Well, we got you
Indeed.
guys presents.
Yes.
Oh,
Gonna
what?
in the
pull out
form.
and
I'm gonna
hand out
accidentally open the centerfold of Girls Gone Feywild and be like, "I, the
Like,
both of you."
thump, 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 like a super wall.
Excuse me. That is something that just must have snuck in there. I'm not
Oh
sure,
my,
but
oh, it
we
happens.
we
Yeah,
might need to hold on
someone
to
might
that.
have their
Yeah,
own.
it was
No, I get
it
it.
was a it was a freebie that we got for buying so many books.
Yes,
Ah,
it was
okay.
like a buy 10 get one sexual or something like that.
Oh, get one sexual.
Anyway, check these out. I will throw them the curse book and the book about tinkering to Tink, the gnome
Cool,
one.
cool, cool, cool. Thank you. I will.
Oh, we didn't get anything for the Dawn.
That's okay. He doesn't know how to read.
The Dawn, is
I
that true?
don't know how to read.
Is this true?
I suppose
Do you
it
know how to
is.
read?
Yes, he knows how to
I,
read, but
I don't
oh,
know how none of you noticed
none of them have ever
my
seen him
reading.
read. So
I just thought you were a good guesser. I didn't know you
I
knew
mean,
the words.
one of you here. Oh no, Waldo wasn't. No, he wasn't inside. Only Waldo has seen me read, I think, in person.
Well, I got this thing about swords and stuff you might want to check out, and I'll toss that to him.
Yeah,
Why
I'm
would
not
you
just.
do this?
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna like avoid it. Be like, no, no. You can keep those cursed, horrible swords all to yourself.
See what I mean?
About magical swords. There might be information about my sword in there.
He thinks words are cursed. That's why he doesn't read.
Nope, just those terrible swords that will pull you into the fate of the world, which is you do you, sir.
Speaking of that, have you guys heard of a sword called the Black Mamba?
Mamba.
Who hasn't?
Why?
It's legendary.
We took a little trip and saw our friend at the old sword shop, and he said Oshi was looking for it.
Speaking of black, the sword she was wielding, now that I think about it, looks like the Black Mamba.
I
It looks like
believe
a black mamba, or could it look like what's that other sword? I'm gonna look at Wink. What's that other sword he was talking about?
the one that she purchased, it was
Yeah.
like the something about he didn't
It
know
had
the
like
second word.
demons on the hilt.
Yes, it was
she didn't
how
purchase it.
do
She already had it. Something gaze.
gaze, that was the word.
Yes, something gaze.
Yes, she does have a very powerful sword. She also has
She hates
some
the gaze. Is that what you said?
no,
There,
we only know it has the word gaze in it. We don't know what else, but it has like demons on the hilt, and it's very capable of doing some serious damage. Maybe you saw it in person. She
I
also wears
believe we
armor.
did.
She wears armor that makes it impossible for her to be tracked or spied upon. So that's good to know. Uh, yeah, she's got some pretty rare artifacts. She has basically a whole museum's worth of artifacts, and I don't know where she keeps them, but get rich quick. That's a good policy right there. Take out Oshi, take all of her goods. That sounds like a nice business plan, in my opinion.
Agreed. So this sword that she has, she's probably cursed. I mean, that's
Oh,
what
yes.
possibly.
It is a cursed sword. Echo
It
did say
sounded
that.
very scary. Like the kind of thing, if you looked at it, you'd get the heebie-jeebies. When he
How do we break a curse?
I don't
Well,
know.
I do have this book about breaking curses. Don't remember what it's called, but I do have a book that's on curses and and the sort. I'll look into it and see if I find anything of interest. But I think one sure way of doing it is to destroy the person. Or, I do know there's magic spells that are far beyond me that will break a curse. Greater restoration, for one.
Okay. Anybody else? Would I know anything about curses?
I definitely don't know anything about curses.
You can roll an Arcana check.
Arcana.
What your
check.
new master has taught you.
Natural 20.
No way.
Yes way.
Dang.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You Nile has talked about this in his ramblings. You knew that there's some sort of genius in there somewhere.
My boy Nyle.
And Nile said about curses, and this will be confirmed as he reads this curse book, that some curses are like a drug where they're like addicted to it and they can't get rid of it. Some are like whatever curse is on it is like classed to them, and certain spells can break it. However, some people like actually want the curse because it's like that bad gives them more power and they think they can do good with that power. But as far as like breaking, there's a couple of different things you can do. You can like get rid of the weapon, cut someone, if they're holding a weapon, let's say, you can cut their arm off, like separate the weapon temporarily and see if that like gets them back. Or there's like greater restoration. There's some like really, really high level magic that can destroy a cursed weapon. Sometimes they need like special ingredients depending on like what the curse is.
I guess I just looked it up. Could we find a level 3 remove curse spell? Or
Yeah, they sell them at the thick and thin. They also sell them at Abrac Apothecary. Basically, anything up to 3rd level, you'll be able to find. Anything above that is pretty rare.
When you say some curses are welcomed in by the person involved, are they different than the curses that are like a drug, or that the curses clasp onto the person?
Yes. Yeah. They are different.
So it's kind of like a promise, a bond that they have to willfully make.
Correct. And like they're granted power, and then this weapon also gets power because they get more power. So it's like.
And are out of these 3 types of curses, do we know how to break each one of them? Does the book know how to break them?
The book will go into theories. Nile's information actually seems more reliable.
Obviously it is.
Because Nile has this view, like 9th level magic is nothing. So like his openness is way, like he's able to see past these things that people get caught up on because
Obviously.
He knows the full scope, even though it's like mess with his mind. Like he's crazy in a lot of ways. So
Hey Kai, I would have. Do we know that you're going to this guy and learning from him?
yes, he's told the group that he is.
And I cannot stop talking about him. He's my favorite person.
Can I have you, when you were going one day, I would ask you to ask him if he knows anything about the swords.
Sure. Do you want to go talk to him right now?
Well, if you want me to talk to him, but I think it would be, we don't want him to know that we know about them.
I say we fast forward over to Nile's place. Like a TV show.
And
You
we're
guys
all
ready
there?
for this?
Would he let us all go there and talk?
Nine.
Sure.
He's very
crazy.
friendly.
He like checks you, and you see him casting like 5th level spells to like check to make sure you have nothing on you, and you see him do all these a lot. Like you enter, alarm spells have broken, and then he like spends time doing alarm spells as you live, and he always does this. He's always doing this with like his longer hair, and he always has like some sort of like bead of sweat on his forehead. Like he's always like so paranoid.
Some shadow monster followed us over here this time, Nile.
You'll like start theorizing like how to best tackle this thing. And he's like, okay, I gotta move. Like I have to move tomorrow now. And he like starts packing all his stuff up.
That was a joke. That was a joke. I'm joking.
Don't ever joke about security. Constant vigilance.
You're right, Master. Anyway, we got some questions about curses and then some questions about swords. Somebody has a cursed dragon sword. That somebody is Oshi of the Chain. She's a lieutenant. I know you don't care about these things.
What's the name of the sword?
It has
The name of the sword.
glaze in the name, like donuts, or maybe gaze. I can't remember.
Gaze, glaze, gaze, glaze, glaze, gaze, glaze, 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 gaze, glaze, glaze, glaze. He starts
Yeah,
like pacing.
It's
Paste.
something gaze. Gaze is the second word of the
What else do you know about the sword? The name, that's it?
It's
What-
got like demons in the pommel. It's very it looks very, very creepy.
Have I ever seen this on her?
You did see it when she was casting spells at you, and it
She's-
was like black glass.
She's the
Hold it
black
out.
sword. I'm guessing that's the black mamba.
Yeah.
No, the Black Mamba's hidden.
Not
Yeah,
the
I
black
was
she's
looking
not-
for the Black Mamba.
She has a replica.
No, she doesn't.
It's
Oh yeah, she
it's a
does. Yeah,
close.
she did buy a replica of the Black Mamba, but this is not the Black Mamba.
Okay.
but
So
it
have I
looked
seen
like
this sword?
black
It looked like
glass.
silver in a like silver, like yeah.
If I've seen it, I will project a picture of it on the floor.
He'll look at you and be like, next time do that first, please. Use your magical talents to solve problems. He will say
Yeah,
this
Tig, we tell you that all the time.
this is seems to be a gift. This seems to be obviously demonic related, but it seems to be of one of the 3 princes related.
That sounds intense.
And he will name what the princes. He'll say this is either Gratz, this is either Orcus, or this is either Demogorgon. Those are the 3 princes of demons.
What was the first one?
Gratz.
Gratz.
It's Graz apostrophe ZT. Gratz.
I totally spelled that right.
It is a hard name to pronounce.
So the
Gratz.
3 princes, they have special swords, and you think
This is one of
them?
their. This is usually like a token they give to like their chosen ambassador on this plane.
My eyes are gonna get big when he says that.
You also get like this feeling like you're in tune with your patron right now. Like this is what she wants you to know. And he says, and he'll describe who the demon lords are. So he'll say like Gratz is known for like manipulation and like forbiddenness and things like that. Like tainting what's pure is like what he's all about. Orcus is one of the undead, and then the Demogorgon is this 2-headed monstrosity. And what's he known for? Like domination and like draining of energy. So if he had to go based on the name gaze, so he's gonna say like the Demogorgon's gaze, Grotz's gaze, or Orcus's gaze. He would say it makes sense that it's Grotz, but it could be Demogorgon.
If we
He's not
explain
sure.
what's going on in the city and what we saw in the church, would that and the list of creatures that they are hunting, would that help paint a better picture for him?
He starts throwing scrolls and paper on the ground and like his table is so full of crap. He like goes on his hands and knees and like opens scrolls up on the ground and like stares at them and like shuffles over with on his knees and hands and like looks at other things. This dude is crazy. And he's like
Don't
talking to
you
himself.
ever say that about him?
I'm saying it that he looks crazy.
I'm saying you're wrong.
Okay.
He's erratic, not crazy. Neurotic, not crazy.
Okay, so then he tells you that yeah, she's most likely trying to summon one of these two things. Like she's trying to summon a demon lord. Like this list probably took her years to accomplish. So if she is this close, he says she's probably days away from summoning.
And Grotz? Or
What?
is it Gorgon or Grotz?
It's one
It's
of the three. I don't know which one.
Yeah,
okay?
Demogorgon, Orcus, or Grotz.
Well, we've narrowed it down to Grotz or Demogorgon because of the information we have.
That seems like the most likely to summon. Like
Most
it
likely.
doesn't seem likely that Orcus would be summoned with something called the gaze. So yeah, she is a worshiper of one of these two, and she is trying to summon them to this plane, and she is days away from doing it. He will say, the summoning is imminent. You need to drop whatever you're doing and destroy whatever they're trying to do. Now.
And I'll look at you guys like, does he mean that church place?
Are they going to do it in the church? Does it seem like the church is the place? Because there's a zoo that is a hideout of hers. We don't know what's going on
He has
there.
no idea. He'll tell you that a dead thing in the middle of a circle is common for most devils and demons. So that means nothing.
Fair.
What about a
He'll
black
ask-
throne?
He doesn't know what that means or who that could be referring to. It could be referring to anyone. It could be her throne for all he
That's a good
knows.
point. Oh, I didn't see the throne. Never
He
mind.
will say, if the church is where she was, I would go there and destroy whatever's there. And if that doesn't stop, if she doesn't defend it, then it's not there. So go there and destroy. And if it's not highly defended, like if she doesn't stay and defend it, then it's at her hideout
Yeah.
or somewhere else.
Speaking of bringing
There was
down-
there was a black throne in there. Is a black throne needed for any of these rituals? Because there was like a throne of blackness. It seems like a good place to summon something.
He said, yeah, he'll repeat. He doesn't know if that's referring to her or if that's like a symbol to their reign when they come down. He doesn't know.
Shoot, what was I gonna say?
He will interrupt you and he will say, you do not understand. You need to do this now.
Okay, do you have the magical items you've been working on for me? They would come in handy.
Yes, I have your glasses done, goggles, so you can see in the dark. I don't remember what else you gave him.
I don't remember either.
I don't think you did give him anything else.
No, there's at least one more. I know that.
Okay, I'll have to.
I'll go back and look.
Where am I put it there?
Yeah, that's what he tells you.
Okay.
He'll say if you
Go
need
talk to
rest,
grandma.
you
Don't
need
just do
rest
whatever you
now.
want.
He can cast a spell that will put you to sleep for 10 minutes, and you'll get an 8 hours or like a short rest, basically.
Go talk to grandma.
He has one where he can do it for a long rest, but you'll be asleep for 3 hours. He can do that now. That way you have 3 hours of rest and you can go now.
I need a long rest.
He can do a long rest in 3 hours.
Okay.
You have to stay here, and he can cast a spell now.
I'm gonna look around for somewhere to lay down.
There's not a lot of good options.
I'm just gonna sit up against the.
There's just a pigsty
Wall, I
of
guess.
papers and stuff like that.
Hey, look, it looks like under that table there might be a spot for you.
Do you
I think
guys
we
wish? Do you guys wish to rest now?
Yes.
I don't need a rest. I am full up, good to go. So while he's resting,
I need a rest.
I also heard about this sword that she was looking for called the Black Mamba. Do you know anything about that?
He will. Let me roll. He'll say he's heard of the sword, but if it's been relevant, it hasn't been relevant in a long time. No prominent names or anything like that come to mind, so it doesn't seem relevant in his mind to like the task at hand.
Should we try to break the curse or just outright murder her? I don't know how easy it is to break a curse.
Someone does not get to her position and summon a demon lord because they were coaxed into it.
Okay. If that's the case, should we kill her or break the curse?
You should kill her and everyone involved.
Sweet
That's
word.
a lot. Do you have any friends that are helpful?
Yes, I do.
And those kinds of things?
Oh, no, I don't. I don't.
No. Okay.
I have friends in Brinteril, but
I understand.
lost their touch.
While he's sleeping, do you know anything about these
I'm not
swords?
sleeping. He has to cast a spell on me.
Oh, I thought you did.
I have to cast a spell, and it's an area, so it's either going to be
Everyone's-
all of you or none of you.
Okay. Well, all of us, I guess. I mean,
Okay, he
If
casts
he
a
needs it.
spell.
I need it.
2 of you need it. Cast a spell, and you immediately fall asleep. And you guys are visited, all of you, by this human lady with jet black hair and a tattoo on her lip. Enzo,
all of us
all
see
of you,
this?
all of you.
Yes.
And she will
Okay.
say to all of you, she will introduce herself as Enzo's patron. The name is not important. She will say that I have a delivery of information for you on Oshi, which will help you defeat her, which will in turn help me defeat my someone who imprisoned me for a long time. And the dream you guys have is you see Oshi, and she's a young half dragon, and you see her playing with some animals.
He's playing with animals?
He's playing with animals.
Playing. Okay.
Like someone plays with the dog, but
Okay.
this creature looks a little bit more threatening than a dog does. And you see her playing with another white half dragon who's slightly smaller than her. And she tells you, then see the patron enter into this like as if she's just like someone walking in the dream.
Okay.
And like she's part of this background somehow.
Okay.
Like she's part of the scene. And she like points out like, oh, this is Oshi and this is her little sister, Elfrida. is the name of her sister. And you see them playing, and they're like casting like cantrips to each other. And as the Oshi casts her first one, you see like this, like her stop and like be enlightened. And you guys recognize this is like the moment you receive your true name. And she went up and whispered what she heard to her sister. And then the dream fades, and you then see her a little bit older now, playing with the same animal that's a lot bigger, as are they. And the animal, like a cat, like when they start like, they just go like primal and they start like scratching. This is what happens with this animal, but it like slices at her sister's neck, and she bleeds out and dies from this. And you see
It's a cat.
it's not a cat, it's like a cat, maybe like a puma or like a displacer beast, something foreign that you guys have never seen before. And also it's like fuzzy around the dream. It's not like crystal clear as to like what
Okay.
exactly the beast is. But it kills her sister.
But it's
And-
feline. It's not a dog, it's feline.
Correct. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
claws, like a cat would have. And then you see her alone, a little bit older now, being depressed and becoming like this fierce warrior, but like never measuring up enough to like her peers. And then it fades, and then it goes back, and you see her kneeling, talking to this black figure that has 6 fingers on each hand, sitting on a throne. Let me show you the picture. 1 second. Ryan, no spoilers, please. Because I know you know. I know you know. This is what the figure looks like. I have a screenshot of the figure. This is what it looks like. Yes, yes.
Aringo Montoya,
I will stop sharing.
who killed my father, prepared to die.
And you see as she like worships whatever this being is, and it transforms her into like this powerhouse and like massive, really strong half dragon that you see today. And then the dream, you see like Tasha, or not Tasha, you see this person with the black tattoo, Patron, say, this is Oshi and how she came to be, and this is also the key to destroying her. And then the dream fades, and you guys wake up, and it's been 3 hours.
Did we learn the true name? Did we hear that?
You did not. She whispered it, and no one heard what it was. But you know that her sister knows it, even though her sister is dead. She was the only one she told.
Do we know any necromancers or people who can speak with the dead?
We don't have her body.
The frickin' fortune teller might know
We're
what he
back.
said to her. What she said to her.
Hey, maybe one of us could make us look like a Elfrida. Elfrida. Maybe that'll shock her.
At this point, you hear a bang on the door, on Nile's door.
Okay.
And Nyle says, "Don't answer it." And he like goes and he like undoes all 15 of his manual locks, and then dispels all of his actual spell locks that he has. And he looks out and he says, "It's some half-elvish girl. Do any of you know a half-elvish girl?
Ask her
Why
her
is there
name.
a half-elvish girl here?
Ask her her name.
Who goes there?" And you'll hear Luna from the other
Yes.
side.
I don't know how she found us here, but she's
She
good.
will open the door and she will shout, "I know who our patron is."
Okay. Well, how'd you find us?
I can track you.
What?
I can cast spells.
Yeah, but how do you? Never mind.
Enzo,
What?
haven't you been searching for this information for a long time?
Yeah, both of us. We've been working together.
I feel like you would be more excited.
Well, I'm just shocked that she found us here. And then I'll introduce them.
My
Feels
God,
bad.
woman, just tell us who the patron is.
Nyle will say, I don't care who she is, and he'll walk away and look back to his papers.
Classic Nile.
She will say that our patron is Zabilna, the dream witch, the neutral goddess of delight, the arch nemesis of the Demogorgon, and her name is Igliv, or Tasha. She was kidnapped
What?
by Grots for thousands of years, held in captivity. They were lovers. That's who our patron is.
He was the lover of the devil.
Of Grots. She
One of
was
the
the lover
princes.
of Grots. They have a child. I don't remember his name.
Neither do I.
Boy.
This is Gary.
She wrote this book called the Demonomicon to get back at the Demogorgon.
I'm sure you've never heard of it.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, you've never heard of it as a player. But
What's
yeah,
that book?
she goes by Zabilna now.
Where's that book? Do we have it? Do you know where it is?
No, that's not important. What's important is Zabilna is our patron.
Yeah. You know what else is important? And then I'll kind of tell her everything we've been learning.
Daddy's coming to town.
She'll say, "Oh no," and she'll ask if there's anything she can do, any information she can gather.
I mean, can you find information on her weaknesses? I mean, we know she's a white dragon, so fire, but I'll let her know about the sword and the her
I'll do what I can. I'll send paper birds as often as I get information.
and I'll let her know about the church place.
Okay, I'll make sure to stay away from there.
Does Luna know anyone who would be able to contact Oshi's sister? Is that possible?
Who is Oshi's sister?
Her name is Elfrida.
Elfrida.
I will
dead.
see if there are any records of her being buried in the city. I will look to see if there's any weaknesses of Grot's or of hers, or I'll go to the library and reach out to all my contacts right away. It's late, but I will do it now.
If we could find Elfrida, she knows Oshi's true name.
Okay, I will
We
do
were
that.
told by this mad,
I will-
vain, brilliant wizard
I will talk.
that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, we were just told that this is like should be done yesterday. So we have very limited time to.
Yes, anybody you could reach out to. This is very important.
I will do what I can. I may not be as much of help as I can with such limited notice, but I will pull out all the stops and she will leave and rush.
I'm gonna have the idea to becoming friends with the chain like local police officers. Maybe they might probably don't know about all this stuff going on because they're seem like good guys. I'll ask you guys, what do you guys think that we leak somehow to them about the church? Maybe they could take care of that for us.
They're not going to be able to do anything.
Well, if they find out there's something going on, we could put drugs in there or something. When they
Well,
search,
we have to get this done within days, and they're not going to go against the church that fast, or against the chain that fast.
they don't know if it's the chain. They just know it's a building.
No, Oshi's part of the chain. They would be
I
going
get that
against
part, but
Oshi.
she's not talking to her minions.
I believe the chain is part of the security used within the city. I believe because this chain or this city is kind of owned by the chain that they provide guards. So we would probably be talking to corrupt people.
And I think that the upper echelons is evil, but the lower ones are regular people that don't know. So if we use them, like maybe someone calls in or sends them a letter saying, "Hey, there's
The only thing
some
I
of the
can think
kids
of
that
is
have
if
been disappearing, or we saw in this building, or go in this building."
Enzo.
Yeah,
If they cast a zone of truth over the zone of truth over us, we tell them the truth and they do what they want with that truth. That's pretty much all. I think that's the best thing we can do.
Nile will interrupt and he will say, no, no, no. You need to go destroy whatever is there. Don't leave this up to the stupid chain. They are worthless.
but we can't
You're right,
do.
Master.
we
Enzo,
can't
you're so
be-
stupid. We need to go.
We
do
don't
this.
know where she is. If she's not at the church, we need to do two things at once.
She's not at the church. Destroy the church and then go to her hideout and destroy that.
I'm lock and loaded.
Seems reasonable.
How do we knock down a giant building?
Don't
It's
knock it
not
down.
made of
Go
wood.
inside and desecrate it
Yeah, with your urine.
with
And
spells.
feces?
Wait, with spells?
With spells, break things, destroy.
Do you have any magic spells that you can write down for us that are powerful enough to do that kind of thing?
The arcane arts cannot be learned by writing it down and then copying it. They take years. So no, you will
Have you heard of
to.
a spell scroll?
Yes. Usually, people can only cast a spell one level higher, and then it's very iffy. Imagine if you're going 6 levels higher. That ain't gonna work.
Okay, well, what about level 4?
What do you need?
Something that could.
Fireball.
It takes like 4 hours for me to copy down a scroll like that.
All right.
We're only level
Spencer,
4,
do you have
right?
fireball?
No,
Wait.
we're only level 4, aren't we?
Do we have a ring
Level
of spell
5.
scoring?
You're level 5.
Why am I not level 5? If I have fireball, then that's all I need.
Fireball.
Do we have a ring of spell storing?
Yes.
Yes, Thedon has it. It has
No, I
silent
have it.
and something else.
Why don't we? Yeah, silence is a great one, but we could put something super big in there. What's the biggest thing we could put in there?
A level 3 spell.
Well,
You can put a level
Yep.
5 spell in there.
Fireball.
Well, not if you have silence in there.
Well, silent is a scroll. It's not in the ring.
Oh, okay.
what about a level 5 shatter? And then it could start breaking things. That'll break things.
Ooh, I have shatter, level 3.
Master. Do we have silence in there or something level 5?
We're asking Nile if he has scrolls.
No, I'm asking,
Okay.
in his opinion, if he were gonna do this with us, which you should, because it would be so cool, and I could put it in the scrapbook that I've been making of us. That would you rather have a silent spell available or like a strong destruction spell?
We already have a silent spell.
I understand that, but we would have to wipe out the silent spell.
No, it's on a scroll. If we put it in the
I
ring,
thought
it
it's in
doesn't.
the ring. We said it's in
No,
the ring.
it's in a scroll.
I lied.
Okay.
The silence. The Dawn has the scroll of silence.
Call lightning. But I don't know if none of you can cast that spell. I don't think.
We don't need to if it's in the ring, right?
That's
Yeah.
correct. You're right. Call lightning, lightning bolt, fireball. What's this spell?
Fireball, sexy.
We need the most destructive spell. That
Level
can
Um,
4
destroy-
fireball.
There's Melf's minute meteors, which you create 6 tiny meteors and they float and then they just like erupt as a bonus action.
What kind of damage
Dragon.
does the Eldritch Blast do?
It does force damage.
Force damage.
Okay, but like to a building, if I was gonna do it into a building, what would it do?
Force damage.
I don't know how to. It's like when
I
I think
thought it'd
of
be like throwing
think-
a rock at it.
think like magical blunt damage is that's what I think of when I think of force damage.
Okay.
Which one of those spells is most destructive?
The
Two
meteor one sounds
objects.
very cool.
Tell me what the object is. Did you guys see a lot of wood inside the church, or was
No,
it
it's
all
It was made of stone.
brick or stone building, tile roof.
You would say shatter would be your best
I,
bet.
I
or
was about to say it's like
thunder
shatter
damage.
to break apart the thing would be it'd be shatter if we want to destroy the thing, a fireball if we want to try to hurt a lot of people at once.
Nile. Do
There
you
we
have
go.
like a chest, maybe under some floorboards that if you pulled out, you had a bunch of, really cool gear? Just in case you wanted to go back into the field. I've read this in books.
He looks down at the floor. He's like, "Nope, nope, don't you dare, nope."
Okay, well, guys, are we just
Well, you
gonna-
see our situation. Is there anything else?
I can
Could
only
Could we
you
get
could do-
shatter and fireball?
Question, what kind of dragon is Oshi?
Or she is.
Oh,
She's a white dragonborn.
She's white.
She's
Is it
white.
dragon?
Fire.
White?
Fire. So
Fire.
fire is like her nemesis.
So do we have any ice
That-
or
That's not really how that works, but ice resistance would be good. But I don't think that's what we're gonna have to worry about. If she's working with Demon Hood, it's gonna be like necrotic or that kind of damage. Like her being a dragonborn is not gonna probably influence too much her damage type. It's whatever demon she's.
Yeah, don't
working with.
think dragon breath is coming into play here because it's not.
Yeah,
what kind of damage would hurt her most or not hurt her?
I mean, if she's
Fire.
fiendish, it'll be radiant.
Hard to tell because she has
Again-
cool armor.
Yeah,
She's half dragon, right? Not a dragonborn.
Yes.
Correct.
So fire damage would be
that's not how dragons work.
Yeah, usually they're immune to something and then everything else is normal. They don't have like a vulnerability to
So
it.
if she's
thought-
white, what is that?
that means she's racist.
Obviously.
Well, again, if it's fiend based, it would be radiant damage.
Yeah, but if she's a white dragon who's a fiend, does a white dragon have an element that hurts them or does not
No.
hurt them?
Yes, ice or cold
Ice, yes.
damage.
She'll either have ice resistance or immunity.
Would that go
to
away
ice.
if she's fiendish?
No.
Okay, that's
No.
my point.
But I'm just saying if she turns into a fiend or summons fiends as a demon worshiper, radiant damage is the way to go.
Oh, we can really use some
Holy water.
But
Some
my vote
friends
is,
that-
holy water wouldn't be bad either. But my vote is we get shatter and fireball put into the ring because both of those could be put in the ring.
I
It's
have
fire.
third level shatter.
Oh, you have third level shatter in there
I have
already? Never
second
mind.
level.
No,
shatter.
I have third level shatter.
No, then just fireball and shatter or fireball and something
That's
else,
the-
because they could give
The
us a
third
fireball.
level
Why
spell I
don't we just
picked up
do a
was
fifth level fireball and leave it at that?
Or a fifth level fireball.
when you
Well,
looked into that room, you saw a dead body and a what
Didn't-
else?
Didn't get a good look, because I could only peek in there. I was trying to not be seen. Yeah, there's
Was
some
there
kind of.
windows at the top?
I don't believe so. I wasn't looking at the windows though. Um, there was some kind of ritual circle in the middle of it with a figure. I believe it was female. This is how Bo described it. Like one arm up, one arm down, if I'm remembering that correctly. And then the black throne like thing, and then something was dead in the middle of that ritual circle picture thingy.
Okay, well, shatter. Like a 5th level shatter. Could we get, is that a possibility?
I would still pick the fireball over the shatter, but either works.
We might be able to get a bunch of grease from a local restaurant and throw that in there. And then do fireball.
Yeah, I've got a 3rd level fireball. I mean, that's definitely one I'm getting.
Maybe we can get a whole bunch of grease and break in, throw that all over the place, and then fireball it. What do you guys think?
Now I will ask
I
if anyone has
think
300 gold pieces.
Yes.
Give it to me now. I will give you what you need.
I'll give you
Well, we can use our
135.
I'll hand them
we can use
30
our pot.
platinum.
We have $1,000 in our group pot.
Okay. You
Do
give him
that.
30 platinum. He pulls out. He says, "Where's this ring?"
And I'll give it to him.
And he will cast a spell into this ring. And he will say, "When the time is right, this will make a thunderball." So a fireball that does thunder damage.
okay.
Sounds
Thank
cool.
you. And I'll. Who
This
should have
is
this
all,
ring?
he will say this is all 5 slots.
All right.
Sick.
Thank you. Would anything make this more powerful, or is it just enough
A better ring.
for that building?
He'll say a better ring will make it more powerful.
Do you have one of those?
No. Get going. You are wasting time.
Do
I
we need
think
to?
we're as good as we're gonna get,
Do we
guys.
need to do the building and her at the same time or the same night?
We're going to the building. We're gonna destroy it. If she's there, we're gonna kill her.
I assume she is at the building now. Summoning Grots.
All right. Well, let's go.
Or Demogorgon.
Everybody's got everything they need.
I got that rest I needed. I'm good to go.
Yes,
You have
sir.
those soles on the shoes so you can run okay there, Wink.
I do. And I studied from my books. And I'm ready.
All right.
Let's
you guys head
get
back
going.
you guys head back to the church.
Well, not directly and quickly. We need to be conspicuous.
As you walk back to the church, Enzo, the thought goes through your mind over and over about this vision of this lady. And like that is a very pressing matter. So whatever happens at this, because it's now nighttime. It's like 8 or 9 p.m.
Is she on the way there?
You're getting the feeling that whatever happens at this temple, whatever this other thing is, needs to happen tonight, or else it's going to be too late.
Is her home on the way to this temple?
It's not on the way.
Okay.
But that's a feeling you get. So you have about basically the rest of the night, depending on what happens. May or may not be necessary, but you never know. You guys head back to Temple of Elistrei.
Is this thing bothering you, Enzo?
What?
Is this old lady would I be able to perceive that something is bothering him?
That's up to Enzo to determine.
Roll a perception check
Very perceptive.
with advantage because there's others that are probably feeling the same thing.
That's either a 12 or a 21. It's hold on.
So
It's
are you gonna ask
a
me something?
non-natural 20.
What does he perceive, Enzo, as he observes you during this time?
He sees me like, I have that face that I am excited and usual, like that are usual when something's gonna happen because I get excited when we're doing something interesting
Right.
or cool. But then like all of a sudden I kind of get like a face of that something's bothering me and there's more going on than just this, like my mind's somewhere else. And I kind of like shake it off and then I try to concentrate on what's happening now. So I'm mostly in the same mind frame as I was, but you can see that there's possibly something that's still on my mind.
I hold it like this to stop the group, and they all walk past me. And I say, guys, something's wrong with Enzo. You're usually really excited about murder and destruction.
It's not the murder, it's getting rid of the bad. And I'll just kind of whisper to them that my patron asked me to end an old lady, and I have this feeling that it needs to get done tonight. I didn't know it was so urgent that it had to be done right now.
Or
I've been doing research on her. She's just an old lady. I don't know anything else. She just lives in a house by
Why?
herself.
Why is she still breathing? Let's go take care of her.
Why?
Well, she's on the other side of town.
She's
This
running
is-
out of time anyway. Let's just go do it. The
There's
town
more.
isn't that big. The town is not even a mile long. Let's make a detour. Nobody wants to.
Well, this is something I have to do, guys. You guys don't need to do this.
Well, do you want me to do it for you?
No, it has to be me.
It's too bad. Okay. Well, do you want us to go with you? We should do. I think you should do this.
How far away is her house? Like if I was to go there?
Probably like a half mile.
Okay.
You could
If you
probably
guys want
Are we
to,
killing her
you could probably
before?
run there in like 3 minutes.
if you guys
Are
want
we
to
killing
go
her
and just
before?
as a lookout,
Yeah.
because we
Just in
don't know
case
what
we
else
don't
is
have
going to happen
time.
tonight.
We might not have time to kill her later. Yeah.
Why don't we do this? Why don't Wink and Patron, why don't you start checking out, go to the temple and check it out and see if there's anything dangerous. Keep an eye out. And Tink and I will go there. We'll be back in like 10 minutes, hopefully. It's not too
Maybe
far.
with some cookies or some pies, because you know old ladies.
Yeah, if there's any food vendors on the way,
There are food vendors everywhere here. Everyone is
She's
selling
gonna
pie.
have pie. or
possibly.
cookies.
There's a guy there that is all out of melons. He has no more melons to sell.
Wonder why.
The melon baron's at it again.
I walk past him. Melon Lord strikes again, huh?
Say, shut up, man.
Yeah, I can keep watch, that's no problem. And I'm gonna look to Wink and be like, did you bring that the Feywild book? I mean, while we're waiting, we don't have a lot else to do.
Pardon. Yes, I happen to have it right here.
Excellent. Yeah. We can keep a lookout. Yeah, no problem.
Mhm. Yes, of course.
No wonder you guys always run into problems when you're doing things. Quite the lookout. Wink, wink.
What? What do you mean? Possibly, I
Nothing.
am always astute,
All right, Tink, let's go
aware
do
of my
this.
surroundings.
We'll see you guys in a bit.
Very well.
And
All right.
at least there, I'm gonna have to call it for myself. I don't know
You
if we're ending
guys-
it there, but I'm gonna have to call it there.
Post up and watch the book and people walking by and La Strada Lusuria Street, keeping an eye on the temple while Enzo and Tink head out to make a murder And that's what we'll end the session.
I would call it
Yeah.
they're releasing her from her suffering.
Yes.
Yes,
Slow
clearly,
suffering.
clearly it's much better for her to not be in her terrible situation she's in now.
Correct.